Students, welcome to your computer class. Students, today we will move further with our discussion. So, yesterday we were learning about Microsoft Word and we learned about column formatting. So, we also learned about what is Microsoft Word is used for and how we set the margin in MS Word. We also learned about page formatting. So, let's move further with our discussion today and let's discuss about page size. Now, what is a page size and how it is helpful? Now, students, this page size helps us to get the print of a page which we want. For example, if I want to add a page size of my choice, I can go ahead and add it and by going through the layout tab. When I click on the layout tab, you will see that you will find the layout option. Then the option will appear and we select the desired page size. Now you can see there are different size available. There is an A4 size, there is an A3 size, then there is executive, legal, letter, tabloid. So these determines the size. Below that you can see the size of the paper. By default we will use A4 because generally whatever printout you take it from a cyber cafe or from your printer, by default it will print in an A4 size paper. If you want to reduce the size, then you can go for A5, which is much more smaller, and if you want a little much more bigger size, then you can go for A3, A2 or A1. Now next what we are going to learn about is page break. Now what does page break does? If you have seen, the page break will indicate us that the page is ending here. Sometimes you would find that you want to take a print and the article is just getting left and you want to just use that space whichever is left there. So you can use the page break option. Now page break option helps us to determine the end of the document or the page. Now how do we use that? To use this, we will first click the position where we want to insert the page break. So the cursor should be there. Then we will go to the insert tab, and in the insert tab you will find an option which is the page break in the page group option. Next is watermark. Students, what is watermark? Watermark can be a text or a picture which can be placed at the back of the document, but it is in very light form and doesn't much interfere with what is written on the foreground of the text. So it remains in the background, and whatever you want to type you can continue to type. And generally you would have seen copyright being written there, do not copy, confidential, all these things generally are put in the background, but it's not necessary that you use only these things in the watermark background. If you want to put your name, you can do that. And how do we do that? How do we use the watermark option? To use the watermark option, the first thing we do is we go to the page layout tab. There we will find an option which is called as the watermark option. So we click on the watermark option, which is in the page background group. Then you would see a list of background option appears. You can see it in the picture. There are total 4 default ones which is getting displayed. If you want to custom watermark, if you want to write your name for example, then you click on the custom watermark option. The printed watermark dialog box will appear, and then you have to do what you want here. Suppose I want to insert the picture, then the steps are different, and if I want to insert the text, then the steps are different. So first focus on the picture. So we'll select the picture which we want to put. We'll click on select picture button and insert picture dialog box will appear. In this dialog box we will search for the required picture wherever it is saved, maybe in the desktop, my documents, my pictures, wherever it is. I will select it and click on insert button. Then I will click on the OK button, and in the printed watermark dialog box you would see that the picture will be inserted as a watermark, as in a very light form, right? Now if I want to insert the text, then what do I do? To insert the text, I have to click on the text watermark option, then type in the text whatever is mentioned there in the watermark and click on the OK button. Now next comes is see, here you can see how the watermark, inserting watermark option is been used, right? So you can see that the picture watermark option is there. You can see the picture is being selected and the dialog box is also visible here. Next thing is inserting text. You can see how the text watermark, then which language I am using, what would be the text. I can type, for example, my name here. Then font, if I want to change the font size, I'll click on the font here. Size, whatever size I want. Color, I can select whichever color I want. And then the layout would be either diagonal or horizontal, whichever one we want. We will do that and click on apply and then OK. Now how to change the page color? Now if I want to change the page color of the page, the first thing I'm going to do is click on the page color button, which is in the page background group or in the page layout tab, and then select whichever color you want. Students, always remember that if we are using black as our font style color then it is important that we always use a light color in the background. If we are using the light color, then the foreground will be dark color, and if we are using a foreground color as the light color, dark color, then the foreground should be in light color. So it should be opposite of whatever background color we are using. Light color, then the dark should be the text, and dark background, then the light color should be the text. So this is how we change the page color. This brings us to the end of the class. So we have homework here, which is true or false, identify me, and question number 5, which is what is the use of watermark. So, and if in case if you have any doubts or any questions related to today's class, feel free to reach me through the comment section. So thank you for your time, students, and have a good day ahead.